It's Super Videos back at you for another video. In this video I'm going to be comparing 701 and 708, which was the premiere of Season 7 and mid-season finale of Season 7. And we're going to talk about the double death and whether there's a repeat in that. And if the storyline is basically recycled and they're just recycling the material from the premiere and reusing it in the mid-season finale. So to do that, I'm going to kind of talk about the parts that are similar or the same and talk about whether that's actually an indication that it's a recycling of the material. So in the premiere of Season 7, in 701, we have Abraham getting a comic death. Of course, he's not getting his comic death, he's getting Glenn's comic death, but he's getting a comic death. Then in 708, we have Spencer getting his own comic death. So here we have two comic deaths being satisfied. Then in 701, we have Daryl kind of reacting to Negan and punching him in the face. Similarly, in 708, we have Rosita attempting to assassinate Negan, which goes wrong. And then in 701, for Negan to punish the group for Daryl's actions, he murders Glenn as well, Lucille's him as well. Similarly, in 708, for Negan to punish the group, he actually orders Arat to kill someone, and Arat murders Olivia. So as you see, we have the comic deaths, Abraham and Spencer, we have the reactions, Daryl and Rosita, and we have the second death, or the shock value death, which are Glenn and Olivia. To go further than that, there's another part that's the same, because in the premiere in 701, Negan takes Daryl back with him to the sanctuary in an attempt to make Daryl one of the saviors as well. Similarly, in 708, Negan takes Eugene back to the sanctuary, who is of value to him because he knows how to make bullets. So to kind of show the recycling of material, we have the comic deaths, then we have the reactions, then we have the shock value death, and then we have Negan taking someone back to the sanctuary. So if you look at it that way, that's definitely showing that 708 is recycling material from 701. And that does hurt the creativity and uniqueness of 708 as an episode itself. So for people who are making this claim that it's a recycling of the material, I definitely agree with you. But for me, there is one thing in there that separates the two, and it's enough to make me appreciate 701 for what it was and 708 for what it was, even though they were very similar. And that difference being the audience. So in 701, the only people who witnessed the deaths were the people in the lineup itself and all of the saviors, nobody else. So the Alexandrians didn't know what it felt like to be in that position. They didn't know how powerless Rick was. But in 708, we have all of the Alexandrians watching. So all of them are witnessing these deaths. So that Alexandrians at this point appreciate Rick and understand why he couldn't do anything when Abraham and Glenn got killed. And that kind of adds to their motivations for the war that's going to be coming up. It's going to motivate them to want to fight back. And they're not going to hold back. They're not going to question Rick. They're not going to question his leadership. So because of this, I think these two episodes, even though they were very similar in terms of the deaths and everything associated with those deaths, but at the same time, because of this difference of the audience who were watching the deaths or were witnessing the deaths, it makes the two episodes great in their own ways. But I want to know your opinions about this. I want you to tell me whether you think there is actually this similarity that I just explained. It is obvious, but did you actually notice it during the episode itself? Or are you just noticing it now that you're thinking about it? Also, does it change your opinions about the episodes and how much you like the episodes? That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll be back for another video.